A YouTube video that used to cost $200 to produce can now be made for less than $3.
Which sounds like free money.
Except it isn't. Despite production costs collapsing, most faceless channels still fail.
That's the part nobody talks about.
In 2026, faceless channels account for 38% of all new creator monetization ventures. 4 years ago, that number was just 12%.
So if making content is cheaper than ever, why are so many creators still losing?
Because the winners aren't using AI to replace skill. They're using AI to scale it.
And that distinction changes everything.
Most people look at faceless channels and see passive income. What they are really looking at is a system designed to extract leverage from editorial judgment.
Not laziness, judgment.
Exactly. And once we dug through the creator case studies, platform policy updates, and research notes, one thing became obvious. This is no longer a niche experiment. It is a structural shift in digital media.
The numbers are hard to ignore.
4 years ago, faceless channels were a small corner of the creator economy. Today, they're becoming a major part of it.
And the biggest reason is that production costs have collapsed.
A few years ago, you'd hire a writer, editor, voice artist, and thumbnail designer. That could easily cost $50 to $200 per video.
Today, a creator can use 11 Labs for voice synthesis and in-video AI for visual assembly and get that cost under $3.
Here's what most people get wrong. If everyone has access to the same AI tools, then AI is not the advantage anymore. The moment production becomes easy, attention becomes the scarce resource.
Which means creative judgment matters more than ever.
The workflow itself is surprisingly simple. Research and scripting take 1 to 2 hours. Voice generation takes around 30 minutes. Visual assembly takes under an hour. Thumbnail optimization takes another 30 minutes.
So a 10-minute video can be built in roughly 2 to 4 hours.
Which creates a huge question. If the tools are cheap and available to everyone, why is the failure rate still so high?
Because tools democratize access. They don't democratize skill.
Explain that.
When production becomes easy, the advantage shifts to research quality, storytelling, pacing, hooks, thumbnails, and audience psychology.
So the human element never disappeared.
It became more important.
Many people assume AI is doing 95% of the work.
The percentage doesn't matter. The leverage does. The crucial 5% is editorial vision. It determines the angle, validates the research, shapes the narrative, and creates the curiosity that keeps viewers watching.
And that becomes even more powerful when content can scale globally. In a moment, we're going to get to the strategy that surprised me most. The operators making the biggest money aren't running one channel. They're building multilingual portfolios that turn a single video into a global asset.
Localization is the multiplier.
Because faceless channels aren't tied to a specific person, they translate extremely well across markets.
No lip sync problems, no personality conflicts.
One case study showed Brave Wilderness launching 9 localized channels and generating 27 million views in 6 months.
And Genial, the Spanish counterpart to Brightside, grew to 32 million subscribers.
AI dubbing removes geographic limits.
A finance or science explainer works in English, Spanish, Hindi, or Portuguese. The value stays the same. Many operators are no longer building a channel, they're building media assets.
YouTubers like Noah Morris reportedly run around 20 channels, generating roughly $30,000 per month.
A channel becomes something you can launch, scale, monetize, and sometimes even sell.
Quick reality check. Would you rather have 500,000 views in gaming or 50,000 views in finance?
Most people pick the wrong answer.
Because niche selection determines the earning ceiling.
Gaming RPMs can sit around $1 to $4.
While finance, software, and business explainers can generate $15 to $30 per month or more.
Which means a smaller finance channel can out-earn a much larger entertainment channel.
And that's before affiliate revenue enters the picture.
Which is where most beginners make a mistake.
This is where many new channels die. Not because the content fails, because the creator runs out of money before YouTube pays them.
Monetization can take 30 to 50 videos. The operators who survive don't rely on AdSense first. They use affiliate marketing from day one.
A single software referral can generate more revenue than thousands of views.
Exactly. Smart creators view AdSense as a bonus, not the business model.
Then they use shorts for discovery and long form for monetization.
Shorts attract attention. Long form generates revenue.
Especially after the 8-minute mark where mid-roll ads become available.
But here's where things get dangerous.
Even if a channel gets the views, one mistake can make those watch hours worthless.
The July 2025 YouTube policy update targeted inauthentic content.
And contrary to popular belief, YouTube did not ban AI.
It targeted low-effort automation.
When a channel applies for monetization, reviewers look closely at the channel theme, recent uploads, and top-performing videos.
And that's where many channels fail.
Imagine spending 4 months uploading content. One video finally gets 1 million views.
You apply for monetization.
The reviewer opens the viral video and finds repetitive slideshows, generic summaries, and zero transformation. Application denied. Because YouTube is protecting advertisers.
The platform doesn't penalize AI. It penalizes viewer friction, meaning poor pacing, weak visuals, repetitive content, and low retention. Transformation and editorial input are now requirements.
Here's the statistic that breaks conventional creator advice. 72% of Gen Z viewers care more about content quality than creator visibility, which creates what we call the authenticity paradox.
Audiences don't necessarily need a face. They need consistency. Channels like Daily Dose of Internet and Kurzgesagt built trust through a reliable experience. The style becomes the face. And faceless brands have another advantage. They operate independently from personal reputation. No burnout risk, no audience revolt when the creator disappears. Which is why AI avatars are becoming increasingly common. Especially in Southeast Asia, where fully developed digital personalities are attracting loyal audiences. These aren't static avatars, they're complete characters with stories, aesthetics, and recurring narratives. The audience often treats them like celebrities, but without the liabilities attached to real creators. Which creates one final challenge: initial engagement. Most people think success comes from uploading. In reality, some creators get more leverage from the first 24 hours after publishing than from the upload itself. Successful operators aggressively reply to comments, ask questions, and encourage discussion. Every reply creates engagement signals. It can even bring viewers back through notifications, which increases watch time and interactions simultaneously. Both strong signals for distribution. And unlike content generation, this part cannot be fully automated. Which brings us to the real conclusion. This is not a get-rich-quick system. It is a business model. AI removed production barriers. It did not remove competition. The creators winning in 2026 aren't automating the most. They're making the best decisions. Better research, better hooks, better storytelling, better monetization. Then using AI to execute faster. That's the actual leverage.